The summer came for us and showed us what we lost. And I'm writing to myself about the things you said, about the things you said. The slowness creeps towards my feet within the light the morning brings to clean the remnants of a dream. Shadows you cannot see, I brush aside. You're on my mind is weak, the lows are deep. I fall into the refuge that is sleep. There's nothing in my view but images of you 1,000 times. The summer came for us and showed us what we lost. I'm writing to myself about the things you said, about the things you said.
Alright guys, we're in the Ozarks on the Illinois Bayou. We got in late last night to start our day early today, which is the shortest day of the year, which is the winter solstice. And so we don't have much time today. We got to get out and get going to get to our next camp spot, which will also be on the east fork of the Illinois Bayou. This would be the middle fork. It was cold. It's probably gotten like down and almost into the teens last night. The Jeep and the tent was all frosted over. I did get a diesel heater for the first time, so it's my first time using it right there, and I am super impressed. It only used not even a quarter of a tank. That right there is a gallon and a half, and it only used like a quarter of that. So it sipped it, and we stayed warm, pretty cozy actually. And the Jackery, I got a 1,000 watt Jackery. It used 20% of that battery, so super impressed with it. All right, well, we're gonna make our way back to the East Fork. We got a pretty cool trail, some waterfalls, and it's gonna be cold again tonight, so there you have it. So we come to our first waterfall of the trail, and this is called Hillbilly Shower Falls. One of the hidden gems out here in the Ozarks, and it is freaking gorgeous. Ooh, I'm out of shape. It's been a while since I've been out hiking. And that's probably not even a quarter mile hike, and but it's real steep down there. So if you ever find this place, be careful and don't fall down the hill. It is steep and rocky, but it's worth it because it's so gorgeous. Well, we're going to continue on. We're about a quarter mile, not a quarter mile, but we're probably about a quarter of the way off this section of the trails. So we still got a long way to go. Like I said, daylight's going to be short. The shortest day of the year. So our goal is to make it count probably around 2. That way we can set up and not have to be rushed before night falls. All right, guys, here we go. Continue on the adventure. Hey guys, we just came off the trail a little early. We got some time. We decided to go check out these waterfalls, and I'm told that they're just right behind me. Me and my wife has never been over here, but this is the East Fork, Illinois Bayou. And so since we got the time, we're gonna go check out these 2 waterfalls, and I think there's more on down the road here we may check out as well. So you can kind of see behind me where I'm parked at. And this is supposedly where the waterfall is. Be out back over there. So that's where we're going. Yeah, so this is called Wet Weather Falls, which is not very far from the road. It probably ain't even, it's probably about a football field from the road, so easy to get to. And if you're ever in the area, it is worth stopping in and taking a look. All right, well, we're off to the next one. Maybe it'll be a little better, flowing a little better. It's called Wet Weather Falls for a reason. You know, even though we did get quite a bit of rain, but it's not flowing like I would want it to be. Anyway, back to the map, see where the other waterfalls are at. Alright guys, we made it to camp, and look at our view. And if you watch my channel, you have realized that I have been at this campsite before, but never with my wife. This is her first time here, and because I liked it so much, I thought that I would take her here to camp. And I don't think, honestly, I don't think you could ask anything better than this spot. It is freaking awesome. All right, well, I think we got some something to show you guys. It's a treat. We're gonna roast it over the fire. Now, I've never seen anybody do it. I had some friends that showed me or had me try it, and it was amazing. So we're gonna shoot that tonight, and maybe one day that y'all can come out and try it yourselves. My whiskey and wilderness fire starter. This thing here is pretty dadgum awesome. Take it everywhere I go. As you can see, it's what, 3:30, 4 o'clock, somewhere around there, and we don't have much daylight left. I got this olive oil. It's solid, and that's how you know it's freaking cold. It got like down in its teens last night. I really don't know, but when I got up, it was like 23, according to the Jeep. But I got a campfire dish I'm going to cook. It's we're going to wrap it in tinfoil, which is potatoes, bacon, summer sausage. We're going to saute some onions. And then we're going to wrap it, we're going to put it on that fire and let it cook on that fire. When we pull it off the fire, we're going to throw it open, put some sour cream and some cheese on top of it, and that's a good meal. We also got some of my good friend Dano seasoning. If you haven't tried any of his seasoning, I would definitely recommend his stuff. We're going to put that on there as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to let this bacon render down. We're going to throw our onions in there, let those get good and carameled. Essentially, you would wrap everything up in the tinfoil and just throw it on the campfire and forget about it. But I want my stuff a little bit, I got to have that texture. And if you don't do that, what'll happen is your bacon will get real kind of soggy, and I don't like soggy bacon. And I want some crisp to my sausage as well as my onions. I don't like a slimy onion either. All right, so while that's cooking, we're gonna go ahead and get our tinfoil laid out and get our potatoes in the tinfoil. And all my 420 buddies, don't get no ideas. So, like that, get your, this is what, approximately a potato and a half. Kind of get that set in there. Now my wife wants me to put a whole stick of butter in there, but I think that's too much. Yeah? So we're going to put a half a stick of butter in there, and we're going to put the other half in the other one.
Real butter, not margarine.
Then we got some of this Dano's seasoning. We're going to graciously sprinkle some of that on there. Smells good. And some Dano's original. Do the same. And a little bit of onion powder, as my buddy Stale Cracker says. And some garlic. Alright, now that that's set up, you want to make sure your bacon doesn't burn. So we're gonna go back to the bacon. All right, guys, you see that brown right there? That's when you want to pull them off. Like that right there. Oh yeah. Kind of throw them in a separate bowl. After we get those in there, it'll be time for the onions. Yeah, I know when you pull the bacon off the fire, it's going to get cold, but that's all right, because guess what? They're going to go back on the campfire with the potatoes. Now, time for the onions. This is about this is one small onion, a yellow onion, you know. Usually I would season the onions, but I got enough seasoning already on the potatoes, and I think it will, once it's back on the fire, it will cook in with the potatoes and the onions. So I think it'll be good. I think our seasoning will be saturated throughout. I know with these onions, you really got to pay attention to them, because you see they're getting brown and you want to just kind of push it a little bit. Like I do, like always. That's the time you really want to pull them off, because you can overdo it. Like right now, it's time to pull them off. See that color? And then in goes with the summer sausage. So, since this is winter solstice, which of my followers like to camp in the winter over the summer? And explain to me why you choose one over the other. Me personally, I like the winter months, though my wife doesn't like the winter because she gets cold real easy. But I think with this, the new diesel heater, it made it kind of pleasant. I'll let them sear on the bottom a little bit, but that's looking good though. What do y'all think? All right, everything's cooked, right?
Yep.
Sprinkle those on there. All right, got the other one here. Is that enough onion? You want some more in there? Good. Boom. Set that over there. Now for the meats. Is our fire good? Oh, I think our fire is like perfect for putting this on. So now I may have to double it up a little bit. That way we don't get no leakage. There you go. We're gonna let that cook. I don't know how long it's gonna take. Depends on your fire. So we'll come back and check it in about 30. So camp hack, I guess, of the weekend is if you have a drone and your fire's not hot enough and you're waiting on your food to kind of hurry up and cook a little bit, let me show y'all a trick. This will get it done. Watch this. And then off we go. And look at there, just like that, we have a hot fire. Poor drone. Normally grab some tongs, but I deal with metal and I weld, so I'm kind of used to the hot metal. So you just pull those right on off, set them on the rock, like that right there. Let me get a fork. Do a little test here. Oh yeah, come here and look at this. Look at that. Right there, look at that. Look at the color of the potatoes. Mmm. 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 That, my friends, that is fire. Ah. We're going to take them off. We're going to put them on this bow, and we're going to freaking throw down on this. And yeah.
Good. They're hot.
There you go. And believe me, my wife is a food critic. If it wasn't good, she'll definitely let you know. Guys, we're fixing to dig into this. We're going to put some sour cream, first cheese, and we're going to dive in like it's nobody's business.
What are we doing for dessert?
Dessert?
I know you can hear me.
What? I didn't know we had dessert.
Yeah, you do.
What?
You know we have dessert.
Oh yeah. You craving some dessert?
Yep. It can get dark.
All right, guys. Special treat that I mentioned earlier in the video. Been carving this stick for that purpose. Y'all ready? Oh, here we go. Y'all ready? Who likes Twinkies? I know everybody does. I mean, who doesn't? If you're not, you need to go to the mental hospital up the road here. But have you ever had fire roasted Twinkies? Well, that's the thing. I had someone show it to me, and I was like, I didn't know about all that smoke on Twinkies. But let me tell you what, it'll change the way you look at Twinkies, I promise you. And my wife has her own twist. You get your Twinkie, get you a stick. And it's got to be a stick out here. You can't go to Walmart and go buy one of them metal deals for a hot dog. This is the way you got to do it. I promise you. Stick it in there just like that. It holds pretty good, actually. All right. You got to get in the smoke because it's just how it is. No matter where you go around this fire, you're going to have smoke in your eyes. Hard of camping. You can't get away from it. But make sure the smoke's in your eyes whenever you roast your Twinkie here. When it's like that, you know it's ready. And what you do is you want to cool that down a little bit because it's going to get crispy on the outside. It's going to be kind of crunchy. And also you can tell is your cream will start to run out. You need to pull it off. It's already getting warm inside. What? You just peel that sucker right off that stick. Whole nother taste on it. Now my wife's got something up her sleeve she wants to show y'all. I think it's going to be a diabetes waiting to happen. But I'm going to film her showing you guys. What we got going on here?
So, had a little technical difficulties because like we said, it's been cold and my stuff froze. So I'm trying to get it heated up by the fire, so I'm hoping this works so that it can be spreadable. So I got some Nutella. I'm gonna, maybe you can see it up here. The idea is to spread the Nutella on the top of the Twinkie.
Ooh-wee.
We'll try it out. We'll see. See how it goes.
You.
Yeah. It's not. I think I may have got it too hot. It's fine. We'll roll with it. We'll see. It'll be a big messy gooey ball of chocolate marshmallow.
Oh yeah, and by the way guys, it is almost dark. The sun has set. And thanks to
Winter solstice.
look at here. Thanks to the Devo's lights. Yeah. Thanks to the Devo's lights that we are able to light up the premises of this camp and do this Twinkie roast. How's it coming?
I'm not sure. I can't tell. I mean, I wanted to toast that marshmallow on there, but you know, it got frozen and it got too hot. I can't win. I'm sure it tastes okay though.
I feel like this is something you need to prep at the house and kind of freeze it.
Probably.
And then bring it out here in a Ziploc bag. And
Yeah.
shove it. It looks like your chocol's about to melt off there.
It's alright. Let's see. Let's go put it on. Well, it doesn't look as appetizing, but it's nice and warm in the center.
Look at that.
It's not as pretty as I wanted it to be.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Did it get warm all the way through?
Yep. And it's the marshmallow, which I don't know if you can see it, is kind of crispy on the outside, but it mixes in with that chocolate, so you can't tell.
Wow.
Here, pop.
Mm. Mm.
All right.
So, what that reminds me of is almost like a s'more without the graham cracker. So, can you imagine a s'more with on like angel food cake, like a pound cake or whatever that stuff is? That's what that reminds me of. It's really not that sweet. I thought it would be overpowering and be too rich, where you have to drink a gallon of milk just to. Whew. It's good though.
Good though. Yeah. If it would cooperate with me, it'd probably look prettier, but.
Right. Alright guys, that's about all I got for us for tonight. It's time to kind of pack everything up a little bit, tidy it up, and we're going to boost this diesel heater up. Last night I kind of had it on a low setting. Tonight I'm going to turn it up because I didn't use near as amount as battery or fuel that I had expected. So look, I was under covers last night, and I'm going to try my best to not cover up at all tonight. It's supposed to be even cooler tonight than it was last night, so we'll see. I'm going to bump that thing up to about 30 on the setting, and that's, I guess we'll wait until tomorrow to see the results of that.
To the refuge that is sleep, there's nothing in my view but images of you 1,000 times.
Good morning, guys. We did not sleep well last night. We had fought all night in our sleep. The diesel heater faulted out for overheating twice. So that means that we gotta get up, turn it off, reset it, make sure the vent and all that stuff is routed properly. And of course I had it turned down to 25, and that seemed to do the trick. But this is our camp. We're fixing to go make some coffee, and we got some Mountain House breakfast skillet that we're going to try out. Me and Carrie has never tried it, so why not? Looks pretty good. I heard some good stuff about it, but we'll see. It says do not eat. Don't eat that. So it says add a cup and a quarter to this bag of water, or add a cup and a quarter of water to this bag. All right, here we go. We're going to try it out. It's pretty good. I think it's so cold out here that it gets cool too quick, and it probably doesn't soak the water in as it should. It has a little chewy, but the flavor's pretty good. Well, they hit the spot. It's the first time I ever had a freeze-dried breakfast meal was at the Gumby gathering that he had his first year. You probably see me wear his hoodie. It's a pretty cool guy. You can go check his channel out, Semper Gumby. Anyway, he gave everybody a skillet breakfast made by Mamu's Camp Kitchen, and I was skeptic about it. I was like, yeah, you know what, I'll try it. and it was good, but the texture of it was just a little bit off. And I had to say the Mountain House texture wasn't, it was better than the Mammoose Camp Kitchen. But with that being said, they're both good, and I was super impressed by the two of them. So I will be a repeat customer on those, definitely, especially for breakfast, because I don't like cooking breakfast. I want to get up and eat and then go on about our journey. All right, guys, this is Flying Squirrel Falls, which is, I don't know, maybe a quarter mile from where we camped at last night. And there's another one just if you walk up, it's called Gray Squirrel Falls. And I don't think we're going to get that one today. I don't know, we'll see. I talked to the wife, see if she's up for it. But this is Flying Squirrel Falls, and it is absolutely gorgeous. And like I said, it's another hidden gem out here in the Ozarks. There's no trailhead leading to this, so when you hike it, it's going to be kind of rough. All right, guys. Well, guys, that wraps up our winter solstice in the Ozarks, which I guess is the first day of winter also, isn't it?
Yeah.
And now we know why it's the first day of winter, because it was freaking cold. But with that being said, we're going to cut our trip short. We got Christmas in 2 days. We still got some stuff we got to finish up. Smoke some turkeys and hams, you know. Go see the grandparents. But we're going to sign off and make our way out of the trail. And all right, well, with that being said, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. I hope, and also I hope everybody has a good New Year's, and all the New Year resolutions. I can't speak. Y'all probably know that by now. All right, we're gonna make our way out of here. We got a big old water crossing to go over, and back to the highway and back home. Oh yeah, guys, you see that mud hole right there? Don't go on that one. It will swallow you whole. Take the bypass. Oh, the problems with drones. Take so much time to set up. I need to get one of them controllers that's, you know, you can just pull it out and go. My setup is I gotta hook it up to my phone, make sure my controller's got freaking, make sure it'll work with the, sometimes it gives me an error, controller ID error for some reason. I don't know if that's something new. Maybe I just need to get a new drone. Maybe get the Mini Pro or something, not so big. Yeah.